In the States, the venture capitalists are really adopting a very long-term view, so they can sustain big losses as long as you go for the big one long-term. I think here in Europe, or at least in France, there's a call for shorter-term profitability that is a little bit of a bigger constraint. So you need to combine both a little more here than in the US. I've been investing in companies that have seen adoption rate just as slow as adopting the radio. So I'm not sure. I think people talk about the huge successes, and the huge successes have obviously had an adoption rate that has been accelerating with the global economy, with the medias and so on. But I think and those are the Apples and the Googles, but I think the vast majority of us invest in companies that have an adoption rate that is, in fact, pretty slow. So I think that for maybe 80% of the business plans that you look at, you have an adoption rate that is probably not as slow as the radio, but is a lot less fast than iPhone or the Googles. Look at the way the car industry has consolidated. It's the opposite of vertical integration. It's disintegration. And I'm not sure 3D manufacturing will change any of this. So I think you've seen a lot of different models being applied. And the only thing we can say is that with new technology and with the web and the global supply chain, you have integration possibilities that multiply. Not necessarily vertical, not necessarily horizontal. It could be ecosystem, it could be a single task, it could be vertical, it could be horizontal. And I think that is creating multiple models that are all quite valid.